Welcome back, everybody. This is Doug with Basement Level Magic. This is round 3. We won round 1, tough loss in round 2. Two very close games against a really cool deck. So I'm actually not too upset about it at all. So looking at our hand, it actually looks okay because we use the Evolving Wilds to get a black mana, start off with the Colastria Healer on turn 2, play the Nerkana Assassin on turn 3, and then have Lithomancer's Focus up. So yeah, this is a keep. We have lost the die roll on every game so far. So we'll see how that goes. So leading out, oops. More planes. I like to just crack these a lot of the time because I forget. And allows me to F6, and as you saw last game, I totally ran out of time. Totally bummed about it. And my deck continues to perform well on the land drawing. Excellent land drawing card. We'll always yield to that. Hopefully we're doing a lot of it. I think there's a lot of people out there talking about how red-blue Devoid is the best archetype in the format, and so I think a lot of people are trying to draft it now. Maybe they were before, but I certainly didn't seem to see as much red as I have been lately. I've been up against red in every round this time. So we're going to need to find a green mana, but we still have some plays until then. Always yield to that one. No attacks. Find a green mana in this hand looks really, really good. Double Valakut Invoker, which pairs up very well against our Nerkana Assassin on when we're attacking. So that's a pretty good draw too. Definitely looking to get some green mana though. We're only one away from the Felidar Sovereign. I think here, with our opponent tapped out, we just attack in. The only thing we don't want to see is a double block on the Colastria Healer, which I don't anticipate. Yeah, opponent just takes it. So we can crack back for 4, but like I said, we have plenty of ways to gain life. Duststalker. Alright, so we're actually going to take a 9, which seems a lot more significant. But our Felidar Sovereign is pretty awesome against that thing. Nice, found our green mana too. Alright, so we're at 5. So I think we go ahead and leave up Lithomancer's Focus. I mean, I assume his play is the same. Yeah, what the heck. I don't want to get blown out to a pump spell, but I have one. If I can kill that Duststalker, and keep my Tajuru Stalwart alive, and then come out with a Feldar Cub next turn, I think we're in a really good spot. Opponent's still on 4 mana, we're on 6. Well, we will be on 6. I like this Valakut Invoker, but and it does match up well with a lot of the other creatures in the format, the 2 and 3 drops. So he spent his whole turn on that. But would you even attack with it? That's the thing. I don't know. I don't think I would attack with it. Seems like a bad play, but I don't know. I mean, what are you using as a removal spell? A 4-mana removal spell? I don't know. Alright, so if I play the ally rather than the sovereign, I think we get a better attack. And we're looking at only 4 on the crackback. And the only thing they can possibly do is double block the Night Watch and lose both creatures, so. Opponent's just dead on board now if he doesn't play a, what does he need? Yeah, 1 creature. Oh, I see what he was trying to do. And he can cast it, but he'd just lose it again if he attacks with it, so I don't see the point, I guess, there. Except to remove a 5/5. Maybe he doesn't have another way to deal with a 5/5. Now I think the Feldar Sovereign's perfect, because he can't attack with that thing into it. Yeah. Alright. So, sideboarding options. That seemed to play really well against his deck. We just gotta... We don't necessarily need to be the aggressor. He's trying to be the aggressive player, and we need to be more defensive. So that leaves me to Silent Skimmer, and maybe... So do I want to add the flying creatures in? Two 4-drops and a 5-drop. Never seen Royal's Retributions this draft. It's just been chilling at the bottom of the deck. And we continue to hit our mana, no problem. So let's say we drop these 3 in. We cut a Natural Connection. We cut the Vampiric Rites. And we cut the Druids. Yeah, I'm willing to give that a shot on the play. Or I'm sorry, on the draw. So this is very similar to last round, except for we have a 3-drop and no green mana. I don't think this one's keepable. So I'm gonna mulligan that one. This one's more than borderline as well. I'm gonna keep it, and I'm gonna put that on top. But it's not a good hand. You do lose the ally encampment is good, but you lose a lot of utility because you can't use that different colored mana for the abilities of allies, which I think you should be able to do. Alright, so things are looking up here. We have a 3-drop, so no play this turn, but next turn we'll have something. Also a pretty good draw. And we have half of Ulamog's mana in our hand. Yeah, so opponent spends his turn killing a creature. It's fine. We have double green, we have double white, and we have the ally encampment, so we're in real good position here. Yep, 4/4 that we can't block. So that's significant. We need some creatures. That's a good one. That's a good one. I'd like to be able to crack back if he decides to attack, and that's perfect. Plus now if we have no other play, we can pump with the Cliffside Lookout. But we have no good blocks. Well, that's disappointing. I don't know why I left green mana up. That was probably an oversight. Should have left a white mana up. Alright, well the race is on. Four mana away from Ulamog. But I don't want to draw just mana every turn. Grip is a good one. That is a good one. Except that we have the ally encampment, but so I guess we attack. Get in for 5. I wonder if he stays aggressive. It looks like he's... Wow. Got a ton of removal. That's what it looks like. So 2-turn clock. It's a pretty good draw. And it has vigilance. That rare's good. Who would have thunk it? Guess I'd rather take the damage and then attack back and get the life back than give him a chance to kill it. Oh, I can't block it anyway. So I can only pump it to 5. I think this game is looking pretty much lost. So he attacks. He's got 1 card. Let's just assume his cards are irrelevant. He doesn't have a pump. He doesn't have a removal spell, because if he does, we just lose anyway. So he attacks with the Deathless Behemoth. I can block it, pump, save my creature. So I can't block both. Yeah, I'm just dead. I'm just dead because of Menace. So is there anything else we need to change for that? 5 or greater. So this hits the this hits his Eldrazi, but does not hit his 4/4 Menace creature. Yeah, I don't think there's much to change here. I think we're set. This is another one where it gets a lot better if we get a green mana. Opponent's deck isn't essentially... It isn't very fast. I'm gonna mulligan. I think that was probably wrong, but I almost feel better about this one. There's 1 card I'm super worried about. And other than that, I think this is fine. And that being the Menace creature. Core Entangler's put on the bottom. Finally saw him. Can't use him. Oh boy. It's a good thing we used it. But there was a lot of good cards in the top 5 that we wouldn't have ever been able to cast. Alright, so that actually is a good situation for this card, I guess. You keep a questionable hand, you get to look at the top 5. You only get to pick a land, but if you don't hit a land, at least you can get a bunch of things that aren't a land out of your way. Yeah, this is a good turn progression. We need a, like, I wouldn't mind another, a 1-drop, 2-drop, or 3-drop would be fine next turn. Goes like Sentinel, that's fine. So here I'm just curious with the amount of removal we've seen from him, even though I know he can't cast it yet, is it worthwhile to put a 2/2 on the board with no other allies? Especially because this, could be quite a powerful card. Yeah, I guess we do. In the sake of mana efficiency, so we'll just go ahead and do it. It's just a shame this thing couldn't have flying. So no black mana, that's nice. Yeah, Touch of the Void is the one thing we're worried about. But we gotta get those out of his hands sometime. Might as well be now. This must have been like a... pardon me. This must have been like a 16 land deck, and I just played too many lands. I should have just cut Ulamog maybe. Well, maybe our opponent will never find black mana, and that's how we'll win the game. We'll Ulamog him. Jeez. Well, you can start attacking next turn. I need a 6-drop. Wow. I get a black, and I'll have 2 of everything. He can't destroy my land. Six mana, Deathless Behemoth. Cool. I mean, we're gonna be dead before we get to do anything this game, I'm afraid. I mean, we are just trying to clog up the board and keep him from killing us until we get to 10 mana. That's our only out here. We're at 7, about to be 8, so we don't even have in hand what we need, and he did find black mana, so we're in a pretty tough spot. I think I would have attacked the other one, just because you can always attack through the other one with this many creatures. Sure, it prevents 6, well, I guess it can't even prevent 6 damage, because then it would just die. Maybe it was wrong to trade that off, but I feel like the only way I win is get to 10 mana, Ulamog, and then get rid of his, what should I get rid of? Probably the Deathless Behemoth in the swamp, unless he gets something else. Yeah, I played on right. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I did. So we just gotta survive 2 turns. Oh, jeez. So taking 12, going to 4. Yeah, we're dead. Nine. Alright. Well, this has been Doug with Basement Level Magic. Unfortunately, we went 1 and 2. I feel like the deck performed pretty well. I think it was a little dirtling. I think we didn't have enough 2-drops. I passed some early green I probably should have taken, but I was hesitant to jump into green, and that's really where the signals were. If I had taken a couple of the a couple of the green 2-drops early, I think I would have had a much better chance and a much better deck in the end. I didn't have enough ramp, especially after sideboarding. Maybe it was a mistake to take out any of the ramp cards, but I didn't have enough ramp after sideboard,